Om 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 Sahana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunakto Sahaviryam Karavavahe Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvi Shavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Namah Shri Shankarananda Gurupadambu Janmane Savilasa Mahamoha Graha Grasaika Karmane Samasta Jana Kalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram Sadgurum Brahma Vidwaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Hari Om. So welcome to this 99th day of Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna, and this is the 12th month. That is the 1 year since we began this Vedanta Shravana Sadhana Yagna with Tattva Bodha last year. We are now studying Tripti Dipa by Swami Vidyaranya. Tripti Dipa is in the 7th chapter of a 15 chapter text called Panchadashi, a very enlightening and enlivening text, Panchadashi, of which Tripti Dipa is enlightening us about this quality called contentment. So does the realized master who has gained the knowledge of this consciousness, does that knowledge get contradicted or does it go away? Can he forget it? And can it not be available? Or it remains with him ever after? Knowledge remains uncontradicted. That is this chapter. Maya is very powerful. What is Maya? Maya is that power of consciousness which is set in motion as a sankalpa and doing its own work. So everywhere, all around us, in this whole atmosphere that we live in, there are many sankalpas at work. There are many thoughts, there are many desires, there are many feelings, there are many emotions, there are many actions set in motion at the level of thought and physically, materially also. Action that is set in motion is around us at all times. For example, if a fan is running, it is actually not the fan, but it is a sankalpa, because the sankalpa is the origin for the fan also. How did the fan come to the room, or how did the air conditioner come to the room? There was a person who was living there who experienced that, no, I do not want to put up with so much temperature. I want a much cooler temperature around me. And with that effect, with that thought, they set out to buy a fan or an air conditioner. And then the air conditioner or fan is brought and set in that place. And when that air conditioner, normally it is not moving, but at that moment when they want that fan or the AC, it is switched on, and then the AC is in motion. Actually, what is in motion? The thought is in motion. So like that, visibly and invisibly, there are many sankalpas that are spinning around us. And that is called the power of Maya. It becomes Maya when the sankalpa is hidden, when the thought is not known to us. For example, the sankalpa of the tree is in the roots. The main part of the tree is not hidden to us. It is before our eyes. But the most important part, because of which the tree exists, is the roots, and that is hidden. There is what in the Bhagavad Gita, it is mentioned, Urdhva Moolam Adashakam. The roots are on top and the branches are down. So now, this is Maya. This Sankalpa Shakti, which is in operation in this world, is the Maya Shakti. It is very powerful. And ignorance and its effects have everyone in. What is the difference between Maya and Avidya? When Maya is with the help of the Vedas, when something is set in motion, for example, somebody wants to have money, and now they do a homa for Ganesha and they do a homa for Mahalakshmi, and then that person gets money. That person gets money through some means, but the cost for money is the homa that was done for the purpose, and that is Maya Shakti. Avidya is with my own effort, with my own individual effort, I put in my hard work, and then I gather money little by little, and by that means I accumulate money. So that is avidya, that is the work of avidya. Individual thought set in motion with our own efforts, our own capabilities, and our own limitations. Whatever we do, the thoughts we think, and the plans we make will come under the realm of avidya. When we take the help of the Shastras and then do what the Shastras say, and through that means when we gather something, it is called Maya. So the thoughts of the Shastras which are implemented is Maya, and our own individual thoughts born out of our own inner intelligence and capabilities is avidya. Na vidya napi tat karyam bodham badhitumarhati puraiva tattva bodhena badhite te ubhe yataha. Na avidya. Avidya means ignorance. It means tamas. It means physical body also. Na api tat karyam. Tat karyam is the effects of avidya. What are the effects of avidya? The qualities of desire, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Kama means desire, krodha is anger, lobha is greed, moha is delusion, mada is arrogance, matsarya is jealousy. These are all born out of the limited thinking that I am this body. So they are the effects of ignorance, avidya. The thought of I am this body is avidya. Simply put, na avidya. This thought of I am the body. Now here the war is between thoughts only. The war is not between people. The war is not between people and circumstances or people and objects. The war is between conscious thought and unconscious thought. Na avidya, na api tat karyam. The effects of avidya are all these limiting thought patterns. Bodham badhitum arhati. They cannot destroy knowledge. Why can they not destroy knowledge? Pura eva, even before tattva bodhena. Because of that knowledge, because of that awareness of knowledge, avitat badhite te ubhe yataha. Why they cannot affect knowledge? Because by knowledge, avidya or the ignorant thought and the effects of the ignorant, when the ignorant thought itself is gone, what to say of the effects of the thought? When Ravana himself has been destroyed, then what to say of the people of Lanka, the army of Lanka? They have no power. Even the king is destroyed. Even on the chess board, when we play chess, when the king has been checkmated, or when the queen has been checkmated, almost everything is gone because the king can be destroyed very easily. It is as if the game is over. Pura eva na avidya na api tat karyam bodham badhitum arhati. the bodha or knowledge cannot be destroyed by avidya and its effects. Ignorance means the belief that I am this body. The belief that I am this body is a very limiting belief. That thought has no place in the presence of consciousness. Consciousness is a very vibrant thought. Consciousness is like that window behind, which is streaming in sunlight through its glass doors and through the screen. Even though the screen has got a beautiful pattern there, you can see beneath pattern purple leaves, green leaves, different leaves are there on the screen. None of the pattern is visible because of the harsh sunlight that is coming through. This is the manner in which consciousness affects avidya. In avidya, is like the screen with all these different patterns. We say it is my screen, it belongs to this room. All that is gone because consciousness is streaming itself through the screen with so much of force, and it does not, it is all the patterns dissolve into oblivion because of the brightness of the sunlight. In the same way, when consciousness arises in us like that powerful sun, all the thought patterns of limitations, including the thought pattern of I am the body. So unless we see the bottom part of it, we may not even know that the screen is existing, because the screen is almost as if it is not there. Even when I move my hand, it is as if it's moving in light and not in the background of the screen. So in the same way, the screen here is the thought, I am the body. Even that I am the body thought is completely gone. It is only existing in fragments, like the screen behind. Small chips of that thought is existing, and in the bottom where light cannot come through, it is seen. Avidya, na avidya, na api tat karyam. So when that screen itself is not visible, what to say of all those patterns in the screen? They are all the effects of that screen. They are also not visible. In the same way, the body consciousness is gone. The limitation of the body is gone in when consciousness is in full force, and all the qualities that are all born out of the body consciousness, such as desire, anger, hatred, jealousy, greed, and fear, selfishness, what else? Jealousy, delusion, and arrogance. All these qualities are not non-existent. They cannot be. Na avidya na api tat karyam bodham badhitum arhati. That light is so powerful that the screen cannot superimpose itself on that powerful light. In the same way, the light of consciousness is so powerful that this body cannot superimpose itself and make its presence felt in the presence of consciousness. Pura eva tad bodhena badite te ubhe yataha. By this knowledge, the thoughts of I am the body and all the effects of the thought of I am the body have been negated while even contemplating on all this. So will the perception of the world hinder the continuous? Now, will the screen is not visible through the bright sunlight? Will the presence of the screen affect the sunlight? That is a question here. Will the presence of the world affect the knowledge that I have? Badhitam drishyatam aikshah tena badho na shakyate jivanna kurna marjaram hanti hanyat katham mritaha. This is so beautiful. This verse spells out what is the power of a man of consciousness. What is the power that a man feels when he realizes who he really is. Baditam drishyatam aikshara tena badaha na shakyate. That which has already been negated, meaning when we are practicing this knowledge, when we are doing jnana abhyasa, slowly, the presence of the world, the presence of the physical body has been negated during jnana abhyasa, during this contemplation on the truth. Tena badaha na shakyate. Once that has been negated, what has been negated as irrelevant cannot affect us. So anything can affect us only as much as we allow it to, only as much as we give importance to something, that thing can affect us. If we don't give importance to something, that object cannot affect us at all. So during the course of these contemplations on the knowledge of the self, the world of thoughts, emotions, actions have been negated, like non-existent. It is only an effect of ignorance and it does not have any existence of its own. It have been negated. How can they affect us? How can they affect that knowledge? It is like this. Jivan akuhu marjaram hanti. Na hanti. Jivan na akuhu marjaram hanti. A rat, even while living, cannot kill a cat. How can a dead rat kill a cat then? Hanti, hanyat katham mrutaha. How can, even while living, a rat is powerless to kill a cat? So while it is dead, how does a rat gain sudden power to kill a cat? It is not possible. In the same way, even while living, these thoughts of the world, of the physical body, and the desires, greed, anger, hatred, cannot destroy a man of knowledge. When knowledge has come completely and this whole world has been negated, the body has been negated as not there, how can they destroy this human being, this realized master? It is not possible. So here we have to understand in terms of thoughts, not as a physical body, thoughts of physical body and the thoughts of the feelings of anger, hatred, jealousy. That is ajnana and its effects. Ajnana is the thought of physical body. Feeling anger, hatred, jealousy, fear, selfishness are the results of those, are the manifestations of those thoughts, manifestations of that feeling. And consciousness is the thought which has only consciousness in it. There is nothing else other than consciousness, and that has become very powerful now. And that powerful thought has completely defeated all these thoughts. When the power has been removed from all those thoughts, when consciousness has been removed from the body thought, the anger thought, the hatred thought, there is nothing, there is no power in all of them. Like the power has been removed from the rat. Absolutely, there is no power in the rat. So even while living, the rat is not powerful. But the cat only was thinking that the rat was powerful. Poor cat. Now the cat is aware that it is powerful than the rat. And not just it is powerful, it is not powerful than the rat. It is powerful even over the tiger. The cat has realized now there is a power that is there inside the cat. And now what are the rats going to do? They can't do anything. The above concept is further explained with another example. Apipa shupatastrenam viddhas sannamamarayah nishphalesho vitunnangaha nangshyati tatra nangshyati yatra ka pramam api pashupatastrena viddhaha san na mamarayah. A person who has been struck by the Pashupata Astra. Pashupata Astra is the unfailing bow of Bhagavan Shiva. Bhagavan Shiva, it is his weapon called Pashupata. And even when the Pashupata Astra has struck a person, he has got immunity because he is a devotee of Lord Shiva. Pashupata Astra will not strike him, will not affect him. To such a person, Nishpaleshu Vitunna Angaha, Nishpaleshu, will a person whose weapons are ordinary weapon, which is blunt, Vitunna Angaha, the body is pierced with a blunt weapon, Namshasi, will it get destroyed? Iti atra ka prama. So what is the proof? What is the basis? Even when the Pashupata Astra cannot destroy a person, will that person die because a small boy who is playing with a toy bow and a rubber tipped arrow aimed his arrow at the chest of that person? Will that person die? It is not possible. In the same way, a man of consciousness cannot be destroyed by the world and the body, physical body, the thought of the world and the thought of the physical body, because he knows that he is consciousness. That's why in the Bhagavad Gita, in chapter 6, verse 22, the result of this knowledge is given. Yasmin sthito na dukkhena gurunapi vichalyate. Yasmin sthitaha, having established himself in that jnana, in that knowledge, na gurunapi dukkhena vichalyate. The person is not affected by very heavy dukkha. Guruna, very deep sorrow also cannot destroy this person, cannot affect this person. Adava vidyaya chitraihi swakaryai jrumbhamanayam yudhva bodho jayat sodya sutrido badhyatam katham. Adav, the Guru gives one more example to show how knowledge remains uncontradicted. The sunlight is so bright outside, like how much ever I wave my hand, how much ever I beat that sunlight, I will only look, it will only look very funny, but nothing can move that sunlight away from that place. In the same way, knowledge cannot be destroyed. It stays steady and uncontradicted. Adau avidyaya, in the beginning, with ignorance. Avidyaya, ignorance means that thought which does not have consciousness filling it in an ample measure is an ignorant thought. We have ignorant thoughts, we have conscious thoughts. So ignorant thought is avidya, conscious thought is maya. When we are filled with ignorant thoughts, adau avidyaya chitraihi swakaryaihi, with a variety of its own products. What are the products of avidya? Kama, krodha, lobha, we saw that in the last verse. Jrumbhamanaya, has blossomed with the height of its power. The establishment of kama, desire, means with the desire in my mind, I have initiated a lot of action in this world. Jrumbhamanaya. Yudhva bodhaha ajayat. Ajayat. Saha adya sudridaha badhyatam katham. Yudhva, having fought, bodhaha, knowledge, and one, ajayat, saha, that person, adya sudridaha badhyatam katham. In the beginning, knowledge of the truth, having fought with ignorance, which was at its height of its power, being helped by a variety of its own products, one. How can that knowledge, firmer now, be negated? So knowledge, the knowledge thought has fought with the ignorant thought for so long. So many lifetimes together, this knowledge thought has been surviving the ignorant thought, and it has become very strong. And with the establishment of this knowledge from the Upanishads and the words of the Guru and our own Mananam and Nididhyasanam, the knowledge has become strong. When it has fought all this way, now what is the problem that knowledge has in remaining established in itself? Ignorance has got no power, only knowledge has got power. Sunlight only has power, darkness has got no power. Wherever there is sunlight, the sunlight can never meet its enemy, darkness. The sunlight can, darkness can never stand the light of sun because it will disappear. Ignorance can never stand the light of knowledge. तिष्ठत्वज्ञान तत्कार्य शवा बोधेन मारिताः न भीतिर्बोध सम्राज्यः कीर्तिः प्रत्युत तस्य तैः तिष्ठन्तु अज्ञान तत्कार्य शवाः. Now that ignorance itself is destroyed, the king itself is destroyed, and the subjects of the king, which are all lying down like dead bodies, let them be there. This kama, krodha are all lying down like dead bodies. Tishtantu, ajnana tatkarya shavaha. Let all the dead bodies or the corpses of ajnana, which are desire, anger, hatred, greed, jealousy, let them be lying down. Bodhena maritaha. They've all been killed by knowledge. Na bhitihi. Bodha samrajaha. For the emperor of knowledge, there is no fear. The result of self-knowledge is fearlessness, abhayam. Abhayam is there is no bhaya. Why does fear come? Fear comes because of duality. Because of the presence of the other, fear comes. When there is no other, there is no fear. Bodha samrajaha kirtihi pratyuta tasyatai. There is only fame. There is no fear to the emperor of knowledge because of them. On the contrary, they only proclaim his glory. When the king has conquered everything, and still there are people living around from the enemy camp, the people in the enemy camp are not going to fight with the king anymore. They will say, "Hail thou king." They will only proclaim the glory of the king. So even if there is anger, hatred, jealousy, that is the reason why when a Mahatma gets angry, people love it. People encourage it. For example, in many holy places like in Tiruvannamalai or in the Himalayas, there will be many masters who are roaming around. And those masters can be very disturbing sometimes. They will just go into a shop of vessel shop of copper vessels maybe. And what they would do is, as if an elephant went into the shop, they would just kick the vessels, disturb everything, and make everything fall and make a big noise. And they will run away. And after they go out, the business will soar in that shop. So people, they will be waiting for such Mahatmas to come inside the shop and disturb everything, because what they have within them is only knowledge, is only consciousness, which is not going to create any harm. It will only create greatness. It will only create glory. And so all the people who are supporting their physical body, supporting their limitations, they will only glorify such masters. Let the corpses of ignorance and products of ignorance means I don't know is the corpse of ignorance. The products of I don't know thought is kama, krodha, lobha, moha. They're all lying down like corpses because they don't have the core in us is a belief. And from that belief, thoughts keep constantly rising as if like children being born. Now, these ignorant thoughts are going on expressing through this core belief of I don't know who I am, or I think I am this body. That is a core belief. From that, ignorant thoughts are rising, ignorant feelings are rising, demands are rising. And those demands are these subjects called Kama, Krodha, and all that. Now, this main corps, main army, the king has defeated, the king called consciousness has defeated this thought called I am the body, or I don't know who I am, or I think I am the body. This thought has been defeated. It is one person that has been ruling the show. That has been defeated. Now, what to say? Already during the process of the defeat, the king has decimated the retinue through manashodhanam or purification of mind, where kama krodha has been removed. And finally, the main person has also been removed. Like you have a certain big insect that is lying down in the ground, and that insect will be going on producing some more ants, some small ants. A queen will be sitting inside, and unless that queen is destroyed, how much ever you destroy all these small things, it is not going to go, because the queen insect is there. In the same way, the queen insect called I am the body thought is a very strong feeling that is there. And until this thought of consciousness, the king of consciousness has defeated that Ravana, which is the I am the body thought, unless that Rama has destroyed this Ravana of I am the body, these small insects of Kama Krodha are going on, they are not going to be destroyed. But the king has also removed all these desires, anger, hatred. He doesn't give any importance to all that. He has removed everything. And now finally, he's working on that main big belief of I am the body. And that has also been destroyed. It is a war of knowledge. It is not a war of swords. It is a war of thoughts, which is happening inside. Knowledge thought and ignorant thought. With the knowledge thought, the ignorant thought has been destroyed. And now, what is there, even whatever is remaining, they are all only dead bodies. Even if they have some life, they are only going to praise the next king that has come and established himself in that place. However, the enlightened one further affirms the power of knowledge. What is the power of knowledge? Yayevam atishurena bodhena na viyujyate pravritya va nivritya va dehadi katayasya kim. Yayevam atishurena bodhena na viyujyate. The one who atishurena, with the most powerful knowledge, na viyujyate, is not separated from that knowledge. The one, the I, that has realized its oneness with consciousness, na viyujyate, pravritya, by engagement in action, by doing some work or withdrawing from action by meditation, a person is not separated from that truth. Whether he is working in the world or whether he is meditating, he knows that he is that consciousness. Va dehadigataya, with those relating to the body, of him what? So, one wise man who is not separated from the most powerful knowledge, neither engagement in action nor withdrawal from action causes any harm. If I know I am the truth at all times, yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihina, yasya brahmani ramate chetam, nandati nandati nandatyeva. So this person, yogaratova, whether he is engaged in yoga, in meditation, or bhogaratova, he is engaged in action and enjoyment, sangaratova, whether he is in company, or sangavihinaha, he is free from company, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, the one whose mind is reveling in that Brahman, nandati 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 eva, says Bhagavan Sri Adi Shankaracharya. His Jayanti is coming in a few days on May 12th. Bhagavan Adi Shankaracharya says, such a person is only happy, joyous at all times. In the same way, this verse says, Yaha atishurena bodhena, with the most powerful knowledge, na viyujyate, is not separated by action or engagement in action or withdrawal from action. Va dehadigataya, with those relating to the body of him, what? How can those who are related to the body matter to him? So he is not, action and withdrawal from action are related to the body. He is not concerned about action, he is not concerned about withdrawal. Then how is he going to be concerned about the body anymore? Because from ignorance only, from I am the body thought only, action and withdrawal of action are coming. So where is the question of action and where is the question of withdrawal? Action is done by the body, withdrawal is done by the body. This person has realized that he is not the body, he is consciousness. How is he going to be concerned about the body anymore? The knowledge is abiding. Buddhev phalam anagraham. So what is the sign of knowledge? The sign of knowledge is not holding on to anything, just letting everything go, withdrawing, because it doesn't belong to consciousness. Everything that is in this world belongs to the body. It belongs to the physical matter. It doesn't belong to consciousness. Consciousness is free. So what is the effect of this knowledge? Anagraham. I have no attachment towards anything. Whether engaging in action or withdrawing from action are questions of the ignorant thought. Ignorant thought justifies the presence of the body consciousness, and the wise man has got nothing to do with it, and so he neither insists that he will do something or he will neither withdraw from something. They are both the same. All achievements in the world are the result of consistent efforts. However, pravrittav agraho nyayah bodhahinasya sarvatam swargaya vapavargaya yatitavyam yato nrubhihi. So we will see this verse tomorrow because it comes in a different context with other verses. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramayaha, Sarve Bhadrani Vashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. हरि ओम। बोलिए श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। हर नमः पार्वती पतये। हर हर महादेव। हरि ओम।